What's up, guys? Block Mars here, filming another video. I just gotta change the screen orientation a little bit. There we go. It just acts like nothing happened. It's been a couple weeks since my other video. I think it's been exactly 2 weeks yesterday, because I'm filming this Friday night at like 11:30, but by the time it'll be uploaded, it'll be Saturday, so it'll be 2 weeks and 2 days ago. I wasn't gonna film something, I was just gonna have let it go, but I watched one of my friends' videos, which I'll link below, and I was just inspired to keep going with this thing. Similar thing that I did last time. I was just gonna sort of talk and have a game playing in the background. This time I'm doing Pokemon Sapphire, which was my very first Pokemon game. This goes back to 3rd grade. So, what is that, over a decade now? Yes, for me the math that works to over a decade. So, this is the game made in 2003. Actually, this is also the 13th anniversary of company Rooster Teeth. I think it's 13th. 2003, 2016. Is it 13 or 14 years? I've always been very terrible with this. It's 13. Okay. I'll probably talk about them in this video a little bit too. I also forgot to start my timer. Go me. Because I'm just so professional like that. Alright, that's going. So, mainly I just wanted to start a series playing this game because I've enjoyed it so much, and I've met people who still have never played this. So I want to fix that. And since they can't play it, I would like to at least play through it and have them watch. You don't want to watch and you want to just listen? That's cool. You know, I let you do that. I give you that option, you know, as the viewer. You can basically whatever the hell you want with these videos. I'm just here to entertain. You know, as Ray William Johnson said, it feels good to entertain people, make them happy. You know who Ray William Johnson is? Look up equals 3, but please be warned. It's not for those who, in lack of a better phrase, are easily offended. I have met people who describe themselves as easily offended. So if you are one of those people, do not look that guy up. Just kind of leave it alone. Move on with your life, because you will hate me and you will hate him. Anyway, I was gonna make a joke. Anyway, gotta be careful. Because again, this is going out to the internet, this is going out to everybody, so I don't want to swear and I don't want to make any sort of jokes that would seem insensitive is the word I'll use. But yeah, no, this is the beginning of the Pokemon Sapphire game. Again, I'm going to let sort of the text go across the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to read it out, but I will sort of let it sit there for a minute, just in case you do want to read and follow along. But yeah, no, I started playing Pokemon back in 3rd grade. I just remember the guy's name who showed it to me, Justin. People were actually playing Pokemon on cards as well. The card game is also a thing at my elementary school. I had seen it a year before, but I was like, I don't know what the heck this is. So, yeah, boy or girl. Gotta stick with that. Again, this game is in 2003, so a little bit outdated in the opinion of some people. I usually just put my name as Josh, so we'll just go with that. Anyway, I like how I said I wasn't going to talk about the thing going on in the game. I immediately started talking about the thing going on in the game. What was I saying? Oh, so I had seen the Pokemon cards, and then when I moved here to the city I'm in now, some of the first people I met had a bunch of Pokemon cards. I may or may not have borrowed them for an extended period of time. I do feel terrible about that still. I think to this day they're not sure that I did that, but you know, I have a collection of Pokemon cards now. I met some people in my university who also have them, and it is really genuinely cool. The Pokemon world in general is very fun to be around in. It's very fun to interact with, and you get to raise your own Pokemon. What is a Pokemon? Basically, I think Pokemon actually stands for Pocket Monster. It's like the best idea in the world. They're their own creatures. You know, you see 2 over here who are mover Pokemon, essentially. They're both Machokes. Machokes are supposed to be very strong Pokemon. The evolved form, obviously, is much more stronger than they are. But first of all, what we have to do right now is we have to set the clock. This sets the game clock, which has actually run dry because of me playing this on a computer. So it will not run like it's supposed to. You know, I can't curl berries, for example. You figure out what those are later. Again, I said I was going to talk about the thing of the game. I'm going to talk about the thing of the game. I want to talk a little bit about a video that inspired me to film something tonight. It was a friend of mine at school. And it was to celebrate April and the special thing going on with that autism awareness and all that stuff. I'm just kind of throwing my support there just because it's a thing, and I didn't realize all the craziness that goes on with it until she was talking about it. I was like, oh, it's kind of messed up. So, I don't want to annoy you with it, but I would at least like to make you aware, because that's what the whole thing's supposed to be. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's just she inspired me to sort of suddenly try to film this and get this out, because I said I was gonna film more, and this is sort of the first game that I'll be playing through, and I'm gonna play through all 5 of the Pokemon games of this generation, the 3rd generation. So I'm really excited to do that. What else was I gonna say? D&D is still going good since 2 weeks ago. We haven't really met, just because members, including me, have had previous engagements, if you will, that I've had to attend to. But this coming week, we should be going good. And yeah, everything's good there. As far as uni life goes, I'll be moving on campus. Previously, I commuted, and now I'll be moving on campus, so that is incredibly exciting. I already know who my roommate is and everything. We already got everything set up, so that is ballin'. That's the word kids use these days. Skipping to this real quick. This is where we pick a starter. This is like the starter that you play in the game. I'll eventually get a randomizer and be able to choose these 3 Pokemon. But first you got Grass type Trico, got the Fire type Torchic, and got the Water type Mudkip. Since this is Sapphire, this is the blue game, I'm going to pick the Water type. That way I get to use all 3. And so I never say, oh, did I use this one in this playthrough? No. It's corresponding to the color. I figured that would sort of be the easiest way. So, back to the uni. The community life was fun. It was kind of fun all over the place. But I still wanted to feel more connected to the whole community. So that's why I decided to move on campus. Got the 2nd best residence hall, so I'll take it. And I already know who my roommate is. He's an awesome guy. He's very involved in the university, so that's good as well. And what else did I do? I've signed up for all my classes. Nope, haven't done that yet. I've planned all of the signing up for my classes. I need to make sure when that is. I think it's next week. I think this is coming week. I gotta still figure out a couple of the courses, and yeah. So I don't usually do this, but I thought it'd be fun. I'm gonna nickname all my Pokemon. Usually I don't. I just let their evolved form names take over. But I think I want to do this. So I think I'm trying to think of what to name my starter. I'm gonna call it Joshua. And that's just because that's my name full. But I figure it's the starter. It's fine. I'll name the Pokemon different friends and stuff that I have, if you all are comfortable being named a Pokemon, essentially. And if I can, I'll try to find a Pokemon that fits that person's personality. Mudkip fits mine, as far as I know. It's a cute little bastard, so who doesn't love that? Already messed that up, I think I said earlier. That shouldn't have said that, but he's cute, alright? It's like literally if it was in the real world, it'd be like less than a foot tall. You can't hate that. And it literally looks up at you and just goes, Mudkip. So, like, you can't hate that. Again, talking about things that are in the game, and I said I wouldn't. What else can I mention? I'm trying to avoid, like, any sort of, political issues or anything that would really get everybody inflamed very quickly, because that's not what I want to do. I want to entertain people. I don't want to bore them or piss them off. That's a pretty fair wish, See, this is a problem that none of the other people that I know film run into, because they edit. They're smart. They know what the hell they're doing. I don't. I'm just winging it. This is how I filmed. I just sort of talk. Oh, here's something exciting. I'm gonna go see a hockey game tomorrow night. So tonight, if you're watching this when I upload it, which you will be. Wow, what a sentence. Don't know who's playing. I only know the home team and then like whoever they're playing it, doesn't matter. Because two friends and I finally were able to go. I'm excited, they're excited, and it's just sort of the first time I'll be hanging out with Queens people outside of Queens campus, besides a couple of other special times. Like one person in the D&D group's birthday party. That was a fun night. That's probably a night that will stay in my memory for a very long time. It was very special to me, so, you know. And I met some cool people that night. One in particular. No, I'm kidding. All of them were really cool that I met. Trying to think of some other thing to talk about. I guess I can just talk about what's going on right now in the game, because we're about to hit your rival, who has the Pokemon that your Pokemon is weak to. So mine's Mudkip, a water type. In this case, it's Trico, a grass type. So we'll see how this goes. None of them know any of the moves they're supposed to learn type-wise until later on. So this is just a very basic Pokemon battle. Hopefully I don't actually lose. Usually I train the starter up a little bit before doing this, but I didn't do that this time. And I think this is probably where I'll start trying to wrap it up, just because this has been going on for about 12 minutes. So I don't want to bore you guys. You know, I don't want to make these long videos. I just sort of want to make entertaining videos instead. So again, like I said in the previous one, please leave things for me to talk about. People already did that. I forgot until just now that they did that. So I will start with those in the next video that I do. I'll have those next to me. Actually, no, I remember one. I think it was Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. I think that was the question. And that was asked by a good old high school friend of mine. She's an amazing person in herself. I actually miss her a lot. Her and I had a really interesting friendship as well. But yeah, hopefully I'll see her again sometime in the summer, something like that. But her question was Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. I've watched more of Jacksepticeye stuff. It's just kind of like a habit. You know, it hasn't really been anything on purpose. I just happen to watch his stuff more. But I really enjoy them both. I really can't pick one. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Jacksepticeye. Everyone's going to hate me for that. But then Markiplier is also really, really funny. They're both just incredibly enjoyable to watch. So, if you don't know who either of those people are, first of all, we're going to begin. Second of all, please go check them out. They're not friends of mine, unfortunately. I don't know them personally. But I know of them, and I know of their success, and just how awesome they are in general. I'm trying to think of someone that... No, I can't think of anybody, except for probably John Green, that Miss old CoffeeCat over there want me to promote. So, again, you probably already know who that is, but just throwing his name out there, too. And that's it. That's all I got. I think I'm just going to kind of wrap it up here, because this is kind of a good stopping point. This is finally where you could just kind of get to go off on your own. Make your adventure as what it's supposed to be. And of course I am sort of going a little bit faster through the dialogue than I said it would, but sorry, as people like me say these days. So yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching. Sort of the first installment of, I guess, the nostalgia period for me, because I have enjoyed this game in this particular gaming series for a very long time. So I wanted to share it with you guys. You know, you all who probably might not have played it or have had different experiences with it. You'll see this particular region 3 times. The other region you'll see twice. I'll try to use different Pokemon each time. I've got it kind of creative now because I've got the wiki and stuff that I can use to train different Pokemon different times. But thank you all for watching. You know, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you don't do anything else, at least comment. Like, start a conversation, say something constructive, whatever. At least do that. That's all I ask. You don't have to. You can watch every single video I have and not subscribe, as long as you comment on every single one, something like constructive or thought-provoking or a conversation starter or something like that. Because the subscribers is just a number. the amount of people who are actively watching and then actively interacting with me, to me, from my position right now, is a lot more rewarding. And on that note, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.